The XB and the YB. Last I left off, I did get all the decals on, and I got the masking tape off the canopies, and shot everything with crystal clear, sealed it up, and I am done. One thing about the decals I had to change up just a tad, and that's the engine stars there. There was actually a tail number that goes on the YB and the XB. However, I went ahead and just left the tail number off. It was actually too long or too big, and it didn't fit correctly on the nacelle, and especially on the YB. It wrapped around the tail fin. So what I did is I just cut them off and left them off, and I don't think it looks bad at all. You can always have generic non-numbered flying wings. Really great kits. A couple minor flaws for construction, but really I think they turned out pretty well. One thing about the canopy, can't see much in it, so there it is. Anyway, my style of painting on aluminum aircraft, so when it gets displayed and the different style of lighting, it will you can see my constant just style of aluminum painting. This is probably the last time you all see this one, and I'll get this one ready to get this off the workbench, wrapped up and shipped off. I can't really show the final display of it, because it's basically a two-step project where it has to be assembled, final assembly at its final destination. But I will take some glory pics after I get it cleaned off, and I'll post them on Facebook if you're actually on that, or Twitter or Instagram. So that is what I want to do with that, and I'm calling it done. Up next will be the D7, and basically I've just been test fitting and cleaning up some of the parts. I got the brass rod in. I'm going to wire a red LED to about right there. I want to do it like the Katinga does, and this part on the grill is always lit up red. I want to light it up that way. I have to get me some clear styrene and frost it so it'll look more uniform and even, but I'll show you all that when we get to that stage. I've just been knocking parts off the tree and cleaning off the little nips, and then for the torpedo housing, I drilled out the hole. I recessed it just a tad and shoved the LED in it, and then once I get a little bit farther along, I'll get some what's that stuff called? Epoxy. Get some two-part epoxy. I'll mix them up, get that glued in, and then get the cool white LEDs glued in for the ball, and get everything lit. It's basically lighting it would be really, really quick. There won't be no nav lights, because this is a D7 and it's not a Katinga, so you don't have to add a whole lot of lighting to it, and we're just going to make it simple and cool. So that's what I am going to do next for the D7. I didn't get to do much on the Eagle Moss. I basically was finishing off that and a few other little odds and ends that I had going on. Hopefully day or two I'll get back in, and I just got to go back in and touch up some areas of paint, and I can get this wad out, and then I'll start another batch of Eagle Moss conversions. Stormtrooper, I'm just plugging along, but I ain't done nothing on that. The shuttle, I did what I did on that. I went ahead and made the master parts for it out of balsa foam. Balsa foam is real easy, and I've done a bunch of videos on that, and I'll continue to do some more, show everyone how you work with balsa foam. I got the basic shapes knocked out. Did a little bit of paneling, if you will, scribing, basically with a pencil. And with balsa foam, it's real, it's not powdery. You need to seal it. So what I use to seal balsa foam is I take wood glue, water it down, and take a brush and brush on about 3 coats, and it gets pretty hard. And once it gets really hard and quits absorbing, then I'll go in with some primer and I'll prime the whole thing. And I'll show you that hopefully next weekend video. But that is what I got on the concept shuttle. My little assistant likes to help, but the next project, and coming up real soon, review first then build, will be the flagship model's USS Monitor. So I'm looking forward to this, and I also got an ODG base to go with this too. So I'll build this first, do pretty pictures of that, and then I'll do the base too, and then we'll do a ship and diorama for it. So that's what I have got for that. My little buddy says hi. Going to be doing the Monitor. Still more on the Eagle Moss, starting the D7, and I finished off the Atomic Flying Wing. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.